We are going to try a new way of making the pickled eggplants. Last time I showed you one way. This is a new way. We got this recipe from a lady, an Italian lady, and says that this is the best recipe, so we're going to try it. We're going to make 10 jars that way. So I'm going to go step by step and show you how to make it a new way. Thank you. Okay, for the new recipe, we're starting off with 1 case of Italian eggplants. These are from Italy. These are beautiful eggplants right here on the box. First, we are starting off with the eggplant. Right here, we have a peeler, and we'll have to cut off the stem and then peel the eggplants. So I'm going to show you that in just a minute. Okay, we cut off the stem, and this is the eggplant. Now I'm going to peel it. Okay, here's the eggplant now. We have to peel the eggplant. Want to get all the black off the eggplant. So this is the way we do it. Just come across, peel it all. Make sure all the black skin is off the eggplant. You want to use a nice sharp peeler, because if you have a dull peeler, it takes a very long time. And this is like the finished product after you feel it peeling. You know, after you finish peeling it up, that's how the product looks. Thank you. Did you press the button? The eggplants, how they started off, and we peeled them. And from peeling them, we got them like this. There's no black on them or nothing. It's nice and peeled. And then from there, you want to make them in slices. And then from the slices, you want to cut them in julienne strips, just like that. You cut them almost like French fries. Then you place them in a large pot. And then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, now they've all cut up into julienne slices, all like French fries. Got a whole big pot full from the 1 case of eggplants. And now we're going to go to the next step, which we have to salt it and mix it up very well. And I'll show you how we do that next. Okay, the next ingredient is kosher salt. What we're going to do is I have a little trick. We're going to put all of this eggplant into this large clear plastic bag and then sprinkle salt in it and shake it very well, almost like a shake and bake, so you get the salt evenly around all the eggplant. And then after that, we'll put the eggplant into a colander or sculabas, whichever you want to call it, and we'll let the water drain out overnight. I'll go to the next step next. Okay, this is all the eggplant in the plastic bag. Now we're going to sprinkle the salt in here, all in. Make sure we get it all around. And then what we're going to do is we're going to close up the bag, like so. And then we're going to seal it and shake it. I'll show you the next step. Okay, all the eggplant is being shaken in the plastic bag to make sure that the salt is all even in there. And after it's shaken, you can see it all. It's nice, evenly salted. And now we're going to place it onto a colander over a pot, and the water will come out overnight. Thank you. Okay, we have all the eggplants in the strainer, the colander, over a pot. And what's going to happen is it's going to a lot of water is going to be coming out, a lot of liquid from the eggplant, which takes all the bitterness out of the eggplant and gets them sort of a little dry. And then tomorrow we're going to squish them and get more juice out of them, and we're going to let them soak in vinegar for another 24 hours. Thank you. As you can see, the water that's dripping out of the eggplant coming from the strainer is going into the pot. All that liquid is the bitterness of the eggplant, and we're going to get all that juice out overnight. So I'm going to place the colander in the pot, place a plastic bag on top of it to keep it nice and clean, And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bucket like this, put it on top, and fill that bucket with water. And then when we fill that bucket with water, the pot will get a lot of pressure down onto the strainer, which will cause more of the eggplant to get the juice out of it, to get more bitterness out of the eggplant. Thank you. Okay, this is the pail. I covered it with plastic. The strainer is on there. I put a lid on the bottom. We're going to fill this whole 5-gallon bucket up with water, so it's approximately 50 pounds of water, pressing down on the eggplant, which will get all the juice and the bitterness out of the eggplant. Okay, after 24 hours, this is all the eggplant, all squashed, where all the juice is going to come out of it. So you want to break it up like that. You're going to see all the juice that came out of it now. Here it is. Look at all that juice. That's all the juice from the eggplant. That's all the bitterness. Now this is all the eggplant squashed. It's nice and dry. So what we're going to take it now, and we got a nice big stainless steel bowl, and we're going to take it and we're going to put it in the bowl. It's all nice and dry, and we're going to add vinegar. Okay, so this is after it was salted and all the water was drained out of it. Now we're going to place it in this bowl and pour vinegar, and then we keep it soaking in vinegar for 24 hours. And then after that, I'll show you the next step. Okay, it's soaking in the vinegar now. Now it's going to be in this vinegar for 24 hours. And then after that, we're going to squish it. And then we're going to make the mixture and fill up the jars. So this is a different way of making the eggplants. We're going to see which way is better. I tried it the other way, and now we're trying it this way. This was an Italian lady gave us the recipe, that she's been making it this way for years. So I'm willing to try anything. So we'll try it. Okay, now we're going to take it out of the vinegar. I had that weight on it, so the vinegar stood there soaking. You're going to need your mason jars, some fresh garlic sliced up. I'm going to put some fresh red pepper in a couple of them, some hot red pepper because I like it spicy. You're going to need your Italian seasoning, and you're going to need your crushed red pepper and some really good quality olive oil. So we're going to go to the next step. This is all the eggplant soaked in the vinegar, and now we're going to squeeze out the vinegar, little by little, hand at a time. Got it? Okay, now we're going to be draining. We're going to squeeze all the juice out of the eggplant like this, little by little, till it's all nice and dry. And then we're going to put it into a stainless steel bowl. Okay, we squashed all the eggplants and we drained the vinegar from it. We put it into a nice big stainless steel bowl. We're prepping the mason jars with a little garlic and oil on the bottom to start it off. I made my mixture right here. This has red pepper, Italian seasoning. It's like a tablespoon of red pepper and a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. And now I'm going to take it and pour it into the stainless steel bowl like this. So we pour it all in there, then we're going to mix it around, take out all the red pepper and everything. Now if you want to make it spicier, you would add more red pepper and to taste. So now we're going to mix it and start filling the jars. And then once we fill the jars, and then it'll be all done. Thank you. Okay, we filled the jars up right here. And now what we're going to do is get a shish kebab stick and push down to make sure you have no air in the jar. You want to get all the bubbles out and let the oil settle down, and make sure you fill it all the way to the top so you have no air. If you see the air bubbles coming out. I'm going to keep doing this until there's no air left in the jars, and then we'll make them nice and tight.
on Bianco didn't go.
Again. Okay, it's all filled to the top with no air all the way up. And now we're going to place our covers on it and put it in the refrigerator, and they'll be ready to eat. The finished product, we got our covers. I labeled the ones that are hot. The hot ones I did a little different. I put some hot red peppers in there, and I labeled the tops hot. So out of the whole case of eggplants, we only got 6 jars. That's how much it shrunk down. I guess I'm taking out all that bitterness and water. Thank you.